afternoon, everybody. Look at who we have found once again. I am really starting to love the idea of starting these painted dog drives with elephants. It has been an absolute treat having them hang out here close to our camp the last couple of days. Very fond of these gentle giants. A very warm welcome to all of you. I hope you are all well, and I hope you are all excited for this afternoon, and what a start for us here, folks. We've got the younger bull with us as well. Well, younger of the two bulls. You can just see him coming into frame at the back there behind this cow. Had a brief look at Cheeky Chops. He's in there in the mix. And the elephants are once again here on the southern fence line of Blowbank, not too far from where we left them this morning actually. And it's really quite interesting. It's almost like they know there's somebody missing from the group. We had a couple of sightings of our big bull, who's still the other side of the fence, up until I think maybe 3 or 4 days ago, and since then these elephants have camped out in this area. Look at how she's smelling the ground right now. Interesting. It's almost like she's trying to pick up on scent of the other bull. She just tossed a twig. Get out of my way, twig. A quick hello to our pack members that have joined us. Good afternoon, Di, Carol, Barbara, Rosemary, Mary, Guido. Hello, Betty. Hello to all of you. Lovely to have you with us. And Ula, I did see your WhatsApp message, by the way. I'm glad you could join us on our live safari this afternoon. What an amazing start indeed, Betty. We do love spending time with these elephants. Oh, bit of communication. Oh, I love that sound. That's another sound that sort of reverberates through your soul when you listen to it. Oh, she just threw a rock at the fence. Interesting. Very interesting watching what she's doing here.
Well, you can proceed. Road split.
You could literally spend hours watching these animals. Their size is so impressive, but also just watching their behavior, always trying to figure it out and try and understand what they're thinking. Very emotional beings, high intelligence. They're just awesome. So that looks like the mother of Cheeky Chops that Andrew's focusing on now. I think Cheeky Chops is just behind her. Yeah, there he is. He's just coming into shot now. It's amazing that that calf is only 3 years old. He has grown fast, eh? Focus again on this cow right up against the fence here. You can see she's thinking about something. See how that leg, she takes the weight off the one leg and she rocks it forward and back. That's always a telltale sign that she's thinking about something. And she's been stood here against the fence for 10 minutes, not really doing anything except for smelling the ground. I do find it very interesting. Cheeky Chops Betty is still Cheeky Chops, I assure you. He gave us a very close hello this morning. But I'm just watching him now and he's playing around behind his mom there. He's still got that youthful, playful, inquisitive behavior about him. Just love all the wrinkles in their skin and those beautiful eyelashes. that amazing sound again. You just wonder what they're thinking, what they're communicating. Wonder if they're not thinking about heading back for water. So they've all congregated now after that communication, including the big bull. He's behind them all, further back along the fence. It's like they're waiting for the other bull, the bull that's escaped. What have they got on the road there? Piece of tyre, by the looks of things. Yeah, cheeky chops, of course you found that. Right, looks like Mom wants to move. We'll oblige her. Cheeky Chops has now got that piece of tyre in his mouth. Where on earth did you find that? He's having fun. Good afternoon, Liz. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think it's a coincidence that these elephants have spent so much time along here. I think they are definitely searching for signs of the other bull. And as I say, he was here recently. And I'm just looking at the road now on the other side of the fence, and there are elephant tracks on the other side of the fence here. I don't know if they're his, but they do look big. They could be his tracks. This young bull's got his piece of tyre again. That's funny. Looks like he wants to take it with him. Yeah. That is hilarious. What are you doing, buddy? Clearly a sign of youth, eh? That playful nature, that inquisitive nature. You can see this young bull's adult tusks are really starting to grow quite nicely. They're now protruding well past the edge of the lip. So that usually happens at about 2 to 2.5 years. You start seeing those tusks approaching the edge of the lip and then start protruding as much as they have beyond the lip when they approach 3 years of age. There's the last of the elephants coming out the back behind them there. You're not going to really enjoy the taste of that, buddy. But of course it's something new for him. So he's trying to figure out what it is. He's bringing it with him. Wow. He likes his new toy. Jeez, look at the stride of the big bull coming down the road behind the calf. He is impressive. Maybe he also wants to see what this piece of tire is all about. Okay, let me in. He wasn't interested in no tire. He was interested in that cow. Came straight up to her and greeted her. Goodbye, Betty. Glad you got to see some of the fun before you had to go. Have a great evening. Liz, to answer your question, we don't actually know who the father is of this calf. His father will be one of the bulls on Pinder Private Game Reserve. I've just spotted our big bull coming in from the Blue Canyon Conservancy. This cow heard it. He's approaching the fence here now. He's obviously picked up on the stomach rumblings of our herd here. And there you go, everybody. So once again, he's not ventured too far from the fence. Our bull that's still on the other side. I'm just going to let Kevin know because we are planning to try and bring our bull back this side pretty soon. Kevin for Gareth.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, our bull with the collar is now approaching our herd obviously from the Blue Canyon side. He's coming towards the fence.
Yeah, I heard you talking about the bull and the herd, but I couldn't really hear you.
So I'm with our herd, including the younger of the two bulls on the southern fence of Blaubank here at Madrid Putt Junction. And our bull with the collar on the Blue Canyon Conservancy is coming out of the block in a northerly direction to join them here on the fence.
Okay, copy, Joe. We're trying to move him tomorrow morning.
Copy that. I end up having to shout at this damn radio of mine. So apologies for the shouting, everybody. That cheeky little thing trying to suckle there. He is too. Still getting milk from mom. That's not going to last too much longer. Just so you are aware, everybody, our bull has slowed down somewhat. I can just see literally the top of his head. Andrew's not going to be able to get it on camera. He's still about 100 yards from the fence, slowly making his way here. Interesting though. I'm pretty certain our elephants heard him coming. They're now moving away from that sound. Perhaps they think it's a different elephant coming up to the fence. They're moving away, ushering the calf away first from the fence here. That might have something to do with the fighting that happened recently. Elephant cows will always try and get their calves away from that potential risk to the youngster. You can just make out the top of our bull's back here now, and you can clearly see the collar. So you may have heard over the radio there now, everybody. Kevin has just informed me that the plan is to try and herd our bull back onto the Rietspruit Game Reserve tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed that all goes well, and that nothing gets in the way of us trying to do that tomorrow morning. Looks like these elephants on this side have stopped to feed again. It looks like a marula tree. Mother of the calf here, everybody, is now feeding on a sickle bush tree, which is one of the hardiest plants out here, and yet offers a lot of nutritional value, so the elephants often target it. People are saying they can't hear me, Andy.
I can't hear you.
No. My mic's on.
Receiver's on.
You check with Matt.
Mount to mount for Andrew. Just speak.
Just going to roll back again as the bull comes out towards the road here.
Speak again.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Through the camera.
Matt, are you there?
And now?
Okay, so our viewers are reporting that they can't hear me, Matt, so I don't know what the problem is. Jolly good. Matt says you can all hear me now, everybody. I hope that is certainly the case. Look at what this bull's doing here. I think he's just picked up on the scent of the other bull. Look at him raising his trunk like that.
Yeah, I did. That was
Yeah, I definitely think that the bull's picked up on the scent of the other one here. Our bull on the other side of the fence, the bigger one with the collar, is now turned around, showing no interest in the herd this side. He's just feeding, and I suspect that's because he knows exactly where they are. He's picked up on those vibrations, and so he knows he's close to them, but he does also know there's still a fence here, so it doesn't look like he's going to come over and greet our herd. He's just going to continue feeding for the time being, and fingers crossed, they'll still be in this area tomorrow morning, everybody, and that he'll still be close to the fence line here so that we can try and herd him back, which is the plan for tomorrow morning. So the chopper will come out tomorrow morning, we'll drop the fence and try and get him through here as soon as possible. I think all parties, the elephants on both sides, are quite eager to be reunited. So hopefully the next time we see them, everybody, that will be the case. But I think for the time being, folks, we are going to head off. It's been a wonderful half an hour with these incredible gentle giants. But I had some pretty fresh leopard tracks this morning, everybody, that I'd like to try and get back into that area before we lose the light. And so that's where we're going to head to next, everybody. We're going to head towards the Diepsloot River. But what a pleasure this has been. Absolutely fantastic. Just a lovely way. Oh, check at that. I'm going to go say hello to that car. Let's just see what he does here. Never seen that vehicle before. There's no branding on that truck, but clearly a guide and tracker out with some guests. They of course are on the Blue Canyon Conservancy, but I'm not too sure which camp they come from. Very, very nice. Right. Goodbye, you wonderful beasts. We'll see you again soon. I'm leaving the elephants still here, southern fence line Madrid, unattended.
Yeah, I'm leaving the Leopard future 100 and
Thanks for sharing that, Mary. Yolanda, I believe you are watching us on the public channel. It's lovely to have you with us, and lovely to see that your granddaughter is with you too. I hope you two are enjoying, especially that amazing scene with the elephants back there. Right, everybody, so as I was saying earlier, we tracked a male leopard for quite a distance this morning, a couple of kilometers, till eventually lost his tracks. But I do suspect he might have been tracking a female. We then found female leopard tracks near Seskankrip, and she headed west from there towards the Rietspruit River. So I'm going to try and get to that area now, everybody, before we lose all the light. So we'll just pick up the pace slightly, because the temperature has actually dropped quite a bit already. There's every possibility that leopard actually might be active by now, just as the sun's starting to approach the horizon. Di, to answer your question, we'd love to film it, but I don't know if we will, to be honest. I haven't heard. Oh, there's a giraffe. Hello, beautiful beast. I haven't heard anything about us filming that procedure tomorrow, Di, so I don't know if we'll get any footage. Kevin might get some, and I'm sure he'll share it with us. But we'll have to just keep you updated on that one. For the time being, we don't plan to be out there filming it. Some very pretty giraffe just sneaking behind some trees here at the moment. Andrew might be able to get some of this female's head through here. And as I say that, she moves further away. Anyway, very cheeky, very sneaky. She knows I want to go find a leopard, that's why she did that. She knows the plan. She says you can come back and view me again tomorrow. Now, to not waste any time, everybody, I'm actually going to go straight back to the last tracks of that female leopard, which was at Seskankrip, and try see where she went from there. She was heading towards the dry riverbed, as I was saying, the Rietspruit River. I was going to drive the entire extent of the river, but that will take up too much of our valuable time left with the light. So I'm just going to pick up the pace slightly and get up to Seskan Krip to those last tracks. What I am going to do first though, everybody, before we head up to those last tracks, is just quickly check this waterhole here. This little man-made waterhole we call the Mundur and Krip. Just see if there's any activity of somebody drinking before we then push on to the last tracks. Hello everybody. No, tracking my leopard. Enjoy. Ciao. That was Kevin and Greer that we just bumped into, everybody. They are heading south to go and enjoy some time with the elephants. It does look like Kevin might have come from Mundur and Krip here. I'm still going to go down here and just make sure that this leopard didn't come drink here. quickly hop off here. Wow, look at that light coming through the trees here, everybody. So there are definitely some tracks of a female leopard here, everybody. But they don't look as fresh as the set that I saw this morning. Can't really tell. So she left the water here coming this direction. But Kevin's driven over the track, so I'm not too sure where she's gone from here, whether she's continued along the road or just gone straight through the tree line down into the Deep Sloot River. But anyway, we'll carry on to the fresher set of tracks. What I think we'll also do now, having seen those tracks back there, is we'll just stay close to the riverbed. There's another road that runs parallel to it here, and we'll just switch off quite regularly, see if we don't get lucky and hear some alarm calls.
About 1.5 minutes from there.
Going to be a beautiful sky tonight, everybody, when that sun goes down. I mean, it's already gorgeous, but it's only going to get better. Going to keep going. I don't hear any alarm calls yet. Now that's not something you see every day in broad daylight. That's a scrub hare, everybody. And he or she has got going rather early this evening. They usually wait for nightfall before they become active, because they're obviously quite exposed, nervous of predators. Both the obviously mammals that will hunt them, but also the birds, eagles being one of their biggest threats if they're active this time of the day. But amazing to appreciate this beautiful little creature in broad daylight. Look at the size of those eyes built for absorbing low light so that they can see very well in the dark. And the most incredible ears to absorb just the slightest sounds as they feed at night, to pick up on the sound of a predator approaching them. Amazing. Now that little scrub hare, of course, is relying on its camouflage. It's frozen stiff, hoping that I can't see it. That is really cool. Little scrub hare. Good luck, buddy. Oh, there we go. It's gone and hidden in the thicket. That's probably the right place to be until it gets dark.
With that segment lock, I'd say we don't check.
Rosemary, the elephant bull that escaped, that's on the Blue Canyon Conservancy, we've just been informed now from Kevin that they plan on trying to chase him back onto the Rietspruit Game Reserve tomorrow morning, and currently there are no plans for filming it. I don't know if that's because they just want it to be as few vehicles and people around as possible, but so far we are not going to be there filming. But there will probably be some footage that Kevin will get, and I'm sure he'll share that with everybody. But we'll let you guys know if that changes. Saw some tracks back there. Thought it might have been leopard, but it's a hyena that crossed the road here. Quite old, those tracks though. So what I'm going to do, everybody, is we're going to get to the last tracks now, that we're very close to that. I'm going to position the vehicle where you all will get the most incredible view of this sunset that's busy happening. And I'm just going to spend a little bit of time on foot, close to the vehicle, just trying to figure out exactly which direction this leopard's gone. Might as well get lucky whilst the vehicle's switched off and while we're investigating these tracks and hear the leopard or hear some alarm calls. We might also be joined by some rhino, which is exactly what I'm seeing now. That is amazing. Oh, it's no hope in the calf. Oh, that is just superb. Look at that. That is very special, everybody. Haven't seen these two in quite a while. Well, I haven't. There's the calf, everybody, following mom. They're about to come and have a drink. Yeah, it says come crip. Wow, that calf has grown. Gee whiz. Well, you can just veto the entire plan I just told you all about. We'll put that on hold. This is certainly worth it. How special is this, everybody? White rhino, cow and calf coming to drink at Seskant Krip.
Yeah, copy. I'm 3 minutes out. Thanks.
Copy. Hello, you beautiful little beast. Oh man, that is so wonderful. Oh man, what a privilege, everybody, to see mom and her little daughter. Not so little. Gee, she's grown. Oh. Busy checking out that tree stump. Now she's going to go have a drink. Thank you, Guido. Yeah, we've been spoilt with amazing sightings lately, eh? This reserve, everybody, just keeps blowing my mind and how special it is. You can see Mom's just raised her head up now with one of my good friends that's come to join us. This good friend is Rhino from Rhino Revolution. Him and his partner Andreas are literally like the Rhino warriors of the modern day here for us on the Rietspruit. They run a non-profit organization called Rhino Revolution and spend their life dedicated to rhino. This little one just wants to explore while Mom drinks. Rhinos do, of course, enjoy a good scratch, particularly around their horns. The horn, of course, is made of keratin, very dense fibers of hair, which, when you often look at the base of a rhino's horn, you can actually see those fibers of hair. And I would imagine it gets quite itchy around the base of the horn. So they very often scratch that area. She's now pushing some rocks around. Looks like Brent's dog, Claw. Brent's got a little Jack Russell that does the same thing all day long, just pushes rocks around. Finally having a drink. Hano, how old is the calf now?
Born in June last year.
So almost a year now, eh? Yeah. So Liz, just to answer your question, I've just asked Hannah to confirm my thoughts in that this little calf is almost a year old now. Hannah has just confirmed that she was born in June last year. It's just amazing how much she's grown in the first year. You know, these little calves will put on about 2 to 3 pounds every single day of their lives when they're little because of Mom's rich milk. So they really do pack on the pounds fast. I've actually never found any snakes in these water holes, Shannon. But we know that they do sometimes go into the water, particularly pythons. Pythons will sometimes try and ambush their prey from underwater.
This is 3 liquid stations on Lowbank, Rhino and Carpet Discount. Male line.
That would be quite a shock to the system for these rhino if they came to drink there and that snake moved around in the water. Be a big huff and a puff. Look at those amazing ears. like little radars. So important to rhino, of course, their hearing. Having poor peripheral vision, they rely very heavily on their hearing and their sense of smell. You look at Mom's nostrils, big openings in the nostrils, so she can soak up a lot of scent, and with those amazing ears of hers, pick up on any sound that's nearby. Oh, lion roaring. Wow, can you all hear that? The rhino certainly can. That lion is very close by, everybody. I actually found him this morning sleeping only 200 yards past this waterhole. It's one of the ginger male lions that's separated from his brothers at the moment. It must be him that's roaring, and he's very close by, and it sounds like he might be on the move, everybody. So I think we should maybe quickly shoot there. It's literally only 500-600 yards from us where that lion's just started roaring. We are certainly spoilt for choice out here at the moment. This has just been so special though, catching up with this cow and her calf. Having not seen them in quite a while. I know that they've been doing very well. Hano obviously sees them most days, and a couple of the other homeowners, the other vehicles report seeing them regularly. We're so fortunate that the rhino here are so safe and thriving on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Sorry, confirm, Seskan Crip. Last station, please repeat. Must be coming for this, I think. I know, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go follow up on that male lion audio. Wow. Just amazing. So wonderful to see these two. That leopard walked that way, everybody. We'll get back to that a bit later. Bye for now, you beautiful prehistoric giants. Awesome stuff. Right, let's quickly see if we can find this male lion. So he was sleeping right here this morning. But he's evidently got up and started his patrol for the night. He'll obviously want to reconnect with his brothers and possibly the pride. I'm leaving 2 stations with the rhino at Seskan Crip. They're still stationary there, Hano controlling. As I was saying earlier, everybody, that roaring was close by. Yeah, beautiful moon rise busy happening right now as well, everybody. Place that roaring somewhere here. Oh, there he is. There's the man. Oh, he's busy yawning, everybody. He might be just about getting ready to move again. See, he's fully alert, hoping to get a response from the other lions. With their incredible hearing, you never know, he might have heard them responding, and he might start roaring again. Liz, it's definitely not a snare that's at that waterhole. Yeah, it's probably some old wire from the cattle ranching days, possibly even the hunting days. I know which wire you're speaking about. We should probably remove it anyway, because it might cause harm to an animal, but it's definitely not a snare sitting over that water. Oh, what a treat. Having this guy roaring so close to this rhino, leading us straight to him. You can see him just panning from side to side, everybody. He's trying to pick up on the signs of his pride or his brothers. Shanine, to answer your question, we don't know where the pride is. No one's located them today. And his brothers have settled on Kai and Lowveld, which is quite a distance from here. As the crow flies, he's probably a good 3 to 4 miles from them. Sure. Sure. It's just so special. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. See how he immediately scans again to see if he gets any response.
Warren on Leopard, standing by fireside.
Warren, sitting with a male lion here on Kudu Kudunuit at the junction Witgat, and there's a rhino calf at Seskant Krip. The herd of elephants are southern fence line of Blaubank Junction, Madrid.
Rhinos.
Oh, he's going searching.
Yeah, I'm leaving the lock of Rhino calf. One station on logging charge. Thank you very much, Christian.
Jeez. How special is that, everybody? Heard something again. Now he will most likely hear his brothers vocalizing soon, everybody, because his brothers are not with the pride either, which means they're definitely going to be roaring. But he's got a long walk before he'll get close to them. But they'll cover it in a night. It's amazing how much distance these male lions cover in a night. Yeah. Quite a cool shot with him here, walking below the moon. Awesome. Roaring again. Amazing. Mary, to answer your question, no, he hasn't moved, or he hadn't moved very far from where we found him this morning. Probably only about 700-800 yards is as far as he got. Ah, just awesome looking up at this full moon, listening to this lion roaring. Very special. Where'd he go? Jeez, you covered ground there. Right, everybody, I'm going to have one last look at this beautiful male lion, and then I'm going to turn around. I'm still determined to get to that area where I had that leopard's tracks. Because we're so close to it now, I want to just go and sit there for a while and see if we don't hear that leopard. Look at the pace he's setting, eh? He knows he's got ground to cover. So since I'm going to be leaving this male lion heading southeast along Kudu Noot towards Sandkampat, leaving him unattended. Incredible, guys. Another horrible afternoon here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Di, if you're referring to this male lion that we've just left now, that's definitely not the injured male. Hey, I don't know if that's what you were referring to. The injured male is with the other male on Kaya. So this is one of the ginger males that we were with this evening, if that is what you were referring to. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that was an awesome sighting. Awesome that he roared for us a couple of times as well, everybody. Right, so we're going to quickly shoot to the Deep Sloot River. We're not going to drop into the river just yet. I just want to go and sit there and listen for a little bit, because I'm going to hear things a bit better when I'm above the river rather than being in it. So we'll be going past where we saw the white rhino cow and calf, and we'll just go and sit there. It's a beautiful area to sit in, and just go and sit there for a little bit and see if we hear anything. The leopards will certainly be active now as well, as we've clearly seen the lion have got active at this time. Maybe we're going to get lucky with this female leopard.
Crack 3 out of the 4.
Andrew's cheering us on at the back here, everybody. He's very, very keen to see a leopard, as am I. Rhino are still here. The calf is actually laid down. Calf needed a break. Look at that. That is quite cute. Just pause here for a moment. Whilst Hanno's engine's started, I'm going to start ours, everybody, and carry on. Don't want to have to unnecessarily disturb the Rhino again.
Take one shot for the moon.
Beautiful, eh? Thanks, Hanno. Bye. Of course, there's almost no light left now, everybody, so not really going to be able to decipher which way this leopard's gone in terms of following the tracks. Which is why I say we'll just sit here for a short while, enjoy the beauty that we have around us here of the Drakensberg Mountains under the sunset. And then we're going to drop into the Diepsloot River. I'm certain that's where she's headed. And whilst we do that, everybody, please excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to mark my territory. Another gorgeous sunset. Never gets old. Sorry, Jan. I see that you asked earlier about that male lion and whether he's headed in the direction of his brothers. Sort of. He's heading southeast at the moment. He needs to go a bit more east to connect with his brothers, but I would imagine he'll definitely change direction once he hears them roaring. Just going to sit here for 2 more minutes, everybody. See if I don't hear anything. And then we're going to go down into the river. Not going to hear all that much over that brown locust. He makes quite a racket. Can also hear a vehicle coming this way now as well. Right, let's continue, everybody. Quite excited to drive in the riverbed after dark as well. Might get lucky with things like porcupine, honey badger and civet. Obviously I'm hoping for the leopard, but we might get lucky with some of the other smaller nocturnals. Maybe a genet. Goodbye, Jan. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a good evening. Always a chance of the thick-tailed bush baby. That's a great example. The larger of the bush baby species. There's a couple of fig trees along here that they'll feed on. They of course also active at night. So this is one of the areas where we get a lot of leopard activity. Where this little tributary here meets the river. Not seeing any movement out there. Certainly not getting any eye shine. So I'm just going to leave the riverbed here, everybody, because there's no tracks of that female in the riverbed. So she might have gone straight across from where we had the last tracks. And if she did do that, I know where she'll probably pop out, so I'm going to head that way. Sounds like a bush baby. It's definitely a bush baby. I just can't see it. I don't know if you all can hear that high-pitched chirping. The contact call of a lesser bush baby, the small little one. But it's hiding. Just try roll forward and see if I don't pick up on the eye shine. It's obviously too far back. Not getting any eyes of that bush baby, unfortunately, everybody. Oh, this is really an awesome area to be driving in after dark. Quickly look for tracks here. No tracks. Just let me know if you smell something, Andrew, because I can't smell anything at the moment. Would also be a fantastic area for owls, particularly the barred owlet, southern white-faced owl, and possibly even wood owl. Really good area we're in here as well for those species. So we're just currently circling back on ourselves, everybody. We're going back to slightly beyond where we entered the river to, as I mentioned before, where I think she might have then crossed the river, having not found any tracks of her yet. And it's the very same road with the tree that male leopard was in, which is just up ahead here now. I think she might have used that road to cross the river. She hasn't come up here either. Sneaky little leopard. Standard operating procedure. Going back through the Deep Sloot River here again, everybody. Back up towards where we left those rhino. But we'll just stop in the riverbed here one more time and listen. Oh, it's wonderful just listening to the night sounds here. Great pleasure, Ian and Mary. Certainly has been another brilliant afternoon out here. Right, everybody, we are going to love and leave you. Yeah, no luck with our leopard, but it certainly was an exceptional afternoon and loved every minute of it. Thank you for joining us, folks. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again soon. Stay safe, everybody. Bye for now.
Code red. I repeat, code red. The breach on the fence line.